So most of the online classes I've taken have been asynchronous. I've had a few live meeting ones, but most of what I've done has been here's a lecture, or here, read this segment of the textbook and then do the homework, with like occasional posts from the professor and discussion boards. But for the most part, I feel like online classes are just like, it's not so much a class, but just a bunch of assignments.
In person, if we're learning something with the teacher, you could approach the teacher directly in that class. But when it comes to online, just that barrier makes it a little bit harder to approach a teacher.
I would say that online courses were definitely more difficult than courses in person because of how tempting it was to wait till the due date. Normally, I would just wait at the last minute, like every college student does, to either study or do my homework.
After a test, we had a prompt that had us reflect on what strategies kind of worked to help us, or what ways of studying or like spacing out our studying helped us to do better. And then I used that for next time when we did the next test, and I kind of used that reflection to do better on the next test.
I really liked having a group, especially for an asynchronous class, because it felt more connected, like it was a real class and not just like online assignments. I felt like I had people with me and they were going through the same class and had the same assignments, and I felt more connected to the class, to the work, because it wasn't just fully online doing it by myself. So I think in future classes I will try to kind of replicate that and make a study group so I can have peers that I can work with and ask questions.
These videos, honestly, they didn't seem like anything like useful when I first viewed them, but when I did view them, it changed how I did everything in that course and how I do everything on my future courses now. Because I had watched those videos, I had actually started studying like a month in advance, and I would like break up every single chapter that there was in my coursework, and then in that last week that I would have normally began studying, I just got to do a little recap of everything and just freshened my knowledge about what was going to be on the finals. So it really was a game changer for me in my studying life.